Hi there. I wanted to talk to you about my approach to reading a bar graph. So, when I see a bar graph like this, the very first place that my eye goes is to the title, which makes sense because the title is the largest font and it's right at the top of the page, which is usually where we start reading things anyway. So, I see that the title of this graph is Time Perception of 1 Minute. So that gives me a sense of what kind of information I expect to see from the bar graph. I expect to see some information about the way that people perceive the length of 1 minute. And like perception is the idea of the way that you experience something as opposed to the reality of something. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the labels and I see on the left-hand side, and I'm kind of turning my head sideways actually as I read it, it says perceived time mins. And I'm going to assume, of course, that mins is short for minutes. So 0 would be 0 minutes and 10 would be 10 minutes. And perceived time, that would mean that that's the way that the person experiences it. That's how long they actually feel it is. And on the bottom, I see this label here says activity. So I'm seeing the activities here are having fun, doing nothing, torture, or waiting for a computer to load something. Those are my 4 different types of activities. And now I am going to read the information. So I'm going to start on the left here. So having fun, I notice that doesn't even make it up to 1 minute. That makes it up to, I guess, about half a minute, so 30 seconds. I noticed that the next one, doing nothing, makes it actually a little bit past a minute, so like a minute and a half. I noticed that torture is actually at 4. So even though it's only 1 minute, it would feel like 4 minutes. And I noticed finally the last one, waiting for a computer to load something, even though it's only 1 minute long, it would feel like 9 minutes long. So obviously, this is a humorous bar graph. It's not using real data, but it's still set up exactly like any other type of bar graph you would encounter. So you can use these strategies in the same way that I did to make sense of any bar graph you encounter. Start with the title so you know what kind of information you're dealing with. Make sure you read the labels so you know what information is being measured and how it's being measured, and then read the data that's on the bar graph. Hopefully that helps.